Another way of having that matrix or having that previous slide and showing it is a table like this. Likelihood of failure and different strategies depending upon the risk involved. There's many ways to cut this and a lot of documentation out there to justify using different techniques. Breakdown maintenance may be okay. If the cost of a breakdown is not expensive, it's no big deal to the business, well, we'll let it break. I'm not against breakdown maintenance, but it's got to be used at the right place. I can't have breakdown maintenance in a high risk scenario. That just doesn't make any business sense. If I'm putting people's lives at risk by having breakdown or reactive maintenance, in these days that would get you put in jail. It's just not the way you do things. So yes, we don't have many tools, but we have enough to match it with what we're trying to achieve for the business. The big one, the one that's vital, is precision maintenance. Now this one applies everywhere. I was in Japan back in 2004 at Sumitomo Chemicals in Japan, and they were showing us their plant. We walked past a pump, and the pump was cavitating. And they took us up. I knew what was going on. It was a hot process, and the temperature was high, and it was creating the cavitation situation. Anyway, we walked past the pump, and we walked through the plant, come back through the same door an hour later. An hour later, at this point, there's a technician putting his tools away back in his tool kit. And he'd replaced the entire wet end of the pump because it was quicker to put a new wet end in than to pull the whole thing apart and repair it in situ. I asked the guy showing us around, condition monitoring for this particular pump. What condition monitoring do you do? He says, we don't do any. Now, this pump's a critical pump in their process. No condition monitoring. I'm very curious as to why you don't have condition monitoring on this critical piece of kit. Well, he says the reason we don't have condition monitoring is our technicians are all precision maintenance technicians. They use precision maintenance techniques to very high quality standards. We are doing everything humanly possible to have this machine run trouble-free for a long, long time. Condition monitoring can give us no more value. He says all we do is the operator walks past this spot every now and again listening for problems. So we don't have any high-tech vibration analysis of the bearings because it will give us no more value. The thing's properly aligned, perfectly installed, no soft foot problems. It's humanly as far as we can go. Why waste more money and time on stuff that will add no value? And of course that changed my view of the world of maintenance. You're saying you can do that, you can actually approach maintenance in that way there, have perfection and have high quality installation and use your operators to monitor the ongoing operation of that plant. Yeah, changed my view of what's possible. And it made precision maintenance and the reduction of stress a big important factor in successful businesses. Because he's right. We can do nothing more if things are now perfectly installed.